Hey guys, Tyra here bringing you a 1v1 today. This is the Warpaint Championships round of 8 between Jove playing his Soviets and his loadout is shock rifle frontline, partisans and guard motor. Facing off against him is North America's hero VonIvan, who has mobile defense, mechanized assault and lightning war. I think in polls on COH2, Jove was quite heavily favoured to win the entire tournament, honestly. So that'll be interesting to see if VonIvan can overcome the odds, and he is straight away going for mechanized assault. He has put down his tech though, so we're not going to see just assault green spam like we've seen in the past. So VonIvan likes to use this, or what's the other one? Mobile defense. Pretty much every game he plays. I don't know if I've ever seen him use a commander, but one of those two. But yeah, the fact that he locked in mechanized assault this early does suggest that he is going to get some assault grenadiers, because otherwise you kind of leave this pick till later. Because if you're, if you're around 5 CPs and you're in a bit of trouble in terms of light vehicle shutting you down, it's good to have the option of the Puma and not have to wait that extra 2 command points for the Strug E. But no assault grenadiers yet. And there is a Maxim for Jove rolling up. So Jove actually, interesting build, he went for one conscript Maxim into another conscript, so early Maxim, and he's getting flanked here. Looks like they're going to race for the garrison. VonIvan realizes he's going to lose that because of the combat engineer. Repositions, looks like he's heading towards this garrison now. So a few skirmishes, and VonIvan locking down this entire flank. Can be difficult engaging on this side of the map with so many garrisons in the early game. He's just gone with the safe route, locking in the fact that he can get all of this territory, get the resources coming in. In fact, Jove, because he went for that build, the conscript, he built his tech structure straight away, and the Maxim, he's actually really far behind in terms of territory. He had that squad that got forced to retreat there, so he's off to a pretty slow start. And now we're actually seeing a second MG42 for VonIvan, so this is unusual. Very unusual, though we did see Loveness use double machine guns against VonIvan's Maxim spam, and if you can put double MG42s into critical houses, it can actually be quite difficult for the Soviet player to dislodge them, and can secure those early game resources quite effectively. And there we go, first squad of assault grenadiers, so a very heavy tier 1 play here from VonIvan. There's something that you can do as Ostia against Soviets, because usually their light vehicles come a lot more slowly unless you're facing off against tier 1, but obviously seeing the Maxim, that's not really being factored in here. Whereas against US forces, the ever-present threat of the lieutenant popping off a quick light vehicle does kind of necessitate a faster tech up. See some sandbags in a nice position here from Jove, also some mine, very early mine. Conscripts who are perhaps out of the machine gun sight radius, they're going to round behind and flank this MG42. And that Maxim has to retreat. Now we do have a mortar for Jove. Has he got medics yet? No medics yet. But we can see the VonIvan just has way more units right now. There goes that machine gun. Finally gets forced off by these conscripts. But these conscripts, man, not being very effective. This double machine gun play from VonIvan's doing a pretty good job here. We've got double assault grenadiers here. Sprinting in. It's pretty cheap, remember. Only 10 munitions for sprint. Whereas the assault grenades are actually incredibly expensive. And you compare them to the infiltration grenades for OKW. I believe they're the same. I think they do 40 damage per grenade. But it's just the speed at which you could get them, which is why they nerfed them. Used to be a real issue back in the early days of mechanized assault. So look at this map. VonIvan taking commanding control of the map here, and even though these territories are not connected through here, will be connected through this cutoff point here. So an interesting map situation for VonIvan. He's got off to a really strong start, and we see Jove going for a preemptive Zis. Perhaps expecting some 222 spam.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Well, we can see VonIvan just has so many more combat capable squads. Especially when you consider a mortar, you know, it's more of a tool of attrition. So right now, VonIvan's squads on the field doing damage, far outnumbering Jove, which is one of the main reasons behind his excellent map control situation. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't gone for another Maxim himself. And this preemptive Zis, I'm not sure about it, honestly. Because the 222, when that hits the field, it's not like the T70. It won't insta-wipe squads. It can't just completely ruin you. It'll only do light damage. Just force a couple of retreats, maybe. So getting a preemptive Zis seems just like a poor idea overall for Jove, unless he's played against VonIvan. VonIvan actually does quite often use this mechanized assault group as well. Play mechanized assault, and sometimes you see him not even ticking up, not going for battle phase 2 and just going straight for mechanized assault group, and then like 3 or 4 Struggies. Pretty disgusting no tech play, if I'm honest, but very effective. And yeah, that squad right half track, this thing can be nasty if squads have a long retreat path on their way home. VonIvan now pushing back in, avoiding these sandbags though. You see he's coming around on the flank, going straight for that cutoff. We've got assault grenadiers chasing down the mortars, trying to soft retreat. Oh, and he gets in there just before he can cap the fuel. That is heartbreaking for Jove. He's got a nasty retreat path. Won't die, but gonna cost him a bit more manpower. And honestly, his conscripts just haven't been matching up, and now with MG42s on these grenadiers starting to arrive, his conscripts are going to get beaten even worse. And there we go, cut off again, but as I was saying, it doesn't really matter because he's got control of this point here, which means he's still connected, as you can see here. None of these sectors are flashing, well, apart from that fuel point that he's actually busy capturing right now. Oh, MG42 in a bit of a tough spot, but here comes the squad right half track. Takes an anti-tank grenade, and somehow that anti-tank grenade did almost half the squad's damage there. That was weird. Does that usually happen to squads inside half tracks? Pretty rarely you see them happen, but I don't think AT grenades are supposed to do that. And wow! Couple of lucky Mosin shots, and there goes that MG on retreat. Okay, so that's just what Jove needed. Slowed down VonIvan's squad right half track, steals the MG42, and VonIvan himself perhaps needs a mortar now. facing up against 2 Maxims, and it's a bit of heavy lifting for his flamethrower if he doesn't go for a mortar here, trying to clear out this garrison constantly. Dodge those machine guns. So here we go, sprint again. That is one thing that assault grenadiers are really good at, because they can sprint. Very good at flanking Maxims. But one issue that people do with the assault grenadiers is once they get into close range, they don't stop it and stop and fire. They keep like running around when they're really in close range. You want to stop to really get those maximum accuracy and reload and cooldown. Well, I mean, avoid the penalties of moving. I don't know how to phrase that correctly. He's taking heavy damage here. In these cases I probably would have closed into heavy cover because their squad was over here shooting at him. So by entering cover he would have been in heavy cover compared to those combat engineers. Maybe reduce the amount of damage he would have taken from that squad. And combat engineers, remember, do a lot of damage per hit. It's just the accuracy is so terrible that that's why their DPS is so bad. But if they get lucky, man, they can actually do quite a lot of damage. Now here we go, Jove going for another cutoff, it looks like. Squad right half track now, featuring a flamethrower. Pretty rare sight, this one. The austere clown car. Only 2 doctrines I think get this half track. This one and the mechanized LMG group. Looks like he's going to take another anti-tank grenade straight away, but this time he's got the pioneers inside the half track, and see he didn't actually take like half of his squad's worth of damage from that anti-tank grenade, so that must have been just a freak occurrence. Look at these guys, 3 of them up here, 2 of them back there getting blasted by that Maxim. Still VonIvan doing some really good work here, capping that fuel. He's got control of this fuel here. Army sizes do seem to be a lot more even though now. Now that Jove stole that MG42. He's trying to set up shop on this cutoff here, it looks like, but actually needs to get the cutoff. Double conscripts running into this LNG green squad. Should be able to overwhelm it, but probably going to drop a couple models. Oh, here's a grenade. Oh, a bundle grenade! That's what it does. Wipes Maxims like it's nobody's business since they increase the damage on those to 120. Oh, whoa! And right back at you. Wipe for wipe here. Mortar shell lands. VonIvan didn't react to it in time, and a couple follow-up shots ends up wiping those P greens. That is a costly exchange, and now this Maxim's getting recaptured. Or maybe not. Pioneers closing in, trying to do some damage. We've got some incendiary rounds coming in, and LMG grenadiers. Oh, but it looks like these guys had to reload, stop firing, and Maxim will escape. But I mean, look at it. Doesn't even matter. Look at this map control situation for VonIvan. And this is this. What has he been doing with it this whole time? I don't think we've seen anything useful happen due to this being built. So I feel like this was a big mistake from Jove. It's just been sitting up there, you know, taking up his supply, waste of manpower. If he got those shock troops instead at the same time, the shock troops would be able to match up pretty well with these assault grenadiers. Well, match up extremely well thanks to their body armor and superior submachine guns. Yeah, man, Jove on the ropes here. I was in VonIvan's stream the other day, and he said that during North American ESL, he didn't really even practice austere that much, just because the Soviets were so strong.
Our sector.
He knew he didn't even need to practice austere. He could just win just based off his Soviet play. But for this tournament, he felt like that was no longer the case. He had to learn how to play Axis if he wanted to be able to win this tournament. And we can see the fruits from those practices. He's really taking it to Jove here. It's got flanks, but there's a conscript there, and he gets wiped. Oh no, LMG luckily does not get dropped, but that was bad. That was really bad for Von. Even if he retreated there, I mean, would have had to retreat through the MG42. Probably would have got wiped anyway, but still pretty bad. And Jove actually cannot throw the anti-tank grenade here because... Oh, is this the time for the Zis to shine? The first shot misses. Yeah! It's been on the field for what? He got it at 7 minutes. So 9 minutes. Hasn't landed a single shot yet. Here we go. Next one. No, not today. Oh man. And with that is a flak panzer for VonIvan. He finally ticks up. Thanks to this double fuel income he's had for a large period of the map. Very, very fast medium take for Von. He actually skipped it. Went straight for battle phase 2, tier 3. Fueled himself a medium tank. And we did see a similar strategy from Red Wings against Findeed, going for a... Oh, how did 3 models die there? It looks like they got ran over by the flak panzer. But yeah, we did see Red Wings skip tier 3, tier 2, go straight from medium tanks. Ivan doing a similar strategy in some respects here. Now he's going to stick around and kill that Zis. Man, this thing was complete luggage. I don't think it got a single shot off on anything. Now it's going to get destroyed by this flak panzer before anything happens. And here comes a fresh Zis. Oh, and he didn't get there in time to recrew it, but this new Zis 2.0 could take down the flak panzer. One more shot. In fact, he could probably do it with AT grenade. No munitions. He's got such little munitions income because of his extremely poor map control. And another flak panzer for Von. Does he think he's playing scavenge or something? What's going on here? Where did flak shots appear from there? What's going on? Seeing flak panzers somehow run over support weapon members, and now they're just firing off weird headshots. Anyway, now just so you get around the side of the Zis, he does have enough for an anti-tank grenade now, but this flak panzer is just cleaning up here. And as this does not manage to get the shot off, we are going to see a Su-76 in response from Jove. Good choice. So he needs that more mobile form of anti-tank. Is this just not cutting it for him here? Keep getting flanked by these flak panzers. Probably should have realised that. I mean, he could have had... Instead of going for that second Zis, probably should have gone for the Su-76 straight away after seeing the flak panzer. Now VonIvan's going to try to take it down. I think he's just going to try to fight it head to head. Oh, but flak panzer, remember, got a minimum range. That's why it keeps trying to retarget there. If something is like right point blank on you like that, it will not fire because it can actually damage itself. Same with the flak half track for OKW, also has a minimum range like that. Probably going to see some assault grenades here. Nicely dodged. And that's a pretty sturdy building, only going to do about a third of its health. In fact, I think that was double grenades. I think a rifle grenade came in there a little bit after that. And there's some more assault grenades. Easily dodged though, and these guys now at kind of bad range for them at this range. Don't want to get a bit closer though.
The enemy is attempting
because then they enter cover accidentally and take a lot more bonus damage from that flamethrower.
We have a new Panzer IV. Our lines of supply are disrupted. The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Oh man, this thing has been extremely valuable for VonIvan. Still alive, still forcing retreats, and here comes a Panzer IV trying to flank the Su-76. I'm not sure if Jove probably should have heard this rolling down the road. It's a really good flank off and a nice Faust. That is a dead Su-76, but oh no, that's T-70. Gonna try to get around behind the Zis and behind the Su-76. He's trying to circle around. It's probably about max range. Good chance of it missing, but no! There it goes. Su-76 down. No conscripts nearby for Jove to get an anti-tank grenade off on this. So it's going to escape. Now it looks like he's trying to head over. Knock out the T-70. Perhaps getting a bit greedy though. There should be some Where are these conscripts? One had to retreat off the far edge of the map, and this one only just coming out of the base. Oh, look at how low the squad is. It could easily go down here. Oh, and there it goes. He's roasted out by his common engineer, and he's probably going to lose this just to small arms. There we go. But VonIvan definitely got his money's worth from that half track. From that 250 half track, man. And I apologise if you can hear the dogs next door barking, but you know, these things happen. Anyway, looking at the VP score, Jove of death's door here, 115 VPs left. He's had to invest his fuel into light vehicles extremely late. I mean, it's about 90 minutes before he's got his first light vehicle, which the Soviets is a really bad side. But he felt like he couldn't stall for that straight IS-2. This is probably what he wanted to do against the onslaught of mediums. Maybe if he kept both of those alive right from the start, he might have been able to stall a bit better without going for the T-70. Just with two Zis's and an Su-76, probably could have hung on for that IS-2, but he's had to go all in here, because otherwise he's going to run out of VPs. MG42 going to town on these guys, but they are behind heavy cover. And it looks like he's probably lost sight of them now, whilst he was reloading. Shark troops dicing through those assault grenadiers. And that is a fresh Ostwind for VonIvan. This is going to be pretty formidable. We've got two Zis. It's going to come down to positioning, and VonIvan does have a sweeper. I don't think we've seen many mines from Jove. That is one area that has been a bit lacking for him. I suppose his munitions control has been pretty dreadful. Only really had munitions to get his own flamer sweeper and use a couple anti-tank grenades so far. So grenadiers once again getting cut down by the shocks. Oh, that one on that Ostwind. Nice to hear. It's going to get that combat blitz. Is it called combat blitz on these? Blitzkrieg. Combat blitz is OKW, right? Oh, and T-70 going in. Oh, gets his Zis shot off. Going to come down to penetration here. He pops Blitzkrieg. No. There it goes. T-70 gets him. I believe that using Blitz does make you harder to hit. There was a slightly large chance of that missing thanks to using Blitz. A bit of stutter there. But still, VonIvan keeping up the VP pressure, and we're going to see a third anti-tank gun for Jove. He knows he's up against a pretty decent close of medium armor. I see a third medium tank. I mean a third Zis to counter these medium tanks. And interesting to see that VonIvan not trying to stall for the Tiger at any stage. Wants to keep up the pressure, keep making the medium tanks try to drain Jove out before he even gets a chance to get back into this game. Looks like this T70 goes down, Zis goes down as well. Jove trying to fight a bit too spread out here. Ends up costing him a couple of his units right there. Machine gun looks like it's about to be flanked on two sides from these conscripts. Still doing a pretty good job of locking down those VPs, and with only 40 VPs left, Jove really up against it here. VonIvan has just played a superb game from start to finish. And Jove's strategy of going for that early Zis, man, it really lost him a bit of momentum. I mean, he was outpopulated on the field and just did nothing, honestly, for 9 minutes. You can't afford at this level to have 320 manpower sitting around doing nothing for 9 minutes. Especially up against such an aggressive player like VonIvan.
We are losing a sector.
Stug now trying to prevent the cap. We had another cap attempt here, but VonIvan actually doing capping with that stolen Zis. And that should be it. For 1. Ooh, man, so VonIvan takes out Jove's Soviets. Impressive stuff from VonIvan. Very aggressive play, as we are accustomed to seeing from him, but also unaccustomed to see him actually taking up. He skipped Battle Phase 2. Skipped Battle Phase 1, Tier 2. Went straight to Tier 3, got out some medium tanks, kept up the pressure, forced Jove's hand. He didn't want to have to build those light vehicles. He was behind, but he had to. He wanted to go straight for the IS-2, but VonIvan's constant medium tank pressure did not allow him the opportunity. And man, VonIvan, what an impressive strategy against one of the best.